to be a teammate first and say, I'm going to play something that I didn't really get recruited for. And not by the coach that I got recruited for. I think that's very humble of him, and not too many people could do that. And with that being said, I think he's made great strides, especially from last year. Just, in the development of all phases of the game, from a linebacker to D-line standpoint, he's just grown so much. Just had a positive mindset the whole time. It's really been good.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate your time.
After 3 years now, what would you tell yourself, your freshman self, looking back?
It goes by fast. That's probably the best thing I'd say. I think, when I first got here, it felt like every day was long, but now it's just it's all going by fast, and I'm just trying to relish each moment. Just taking it day by day. I feel like, that's where the growth is going to come from, just taking it each day at a time.
What was your biggest accomplishment last year?
That's a great question. I'd say get my first sack. It was a great year, but you got to start somewhere, and I definitely say Georgia Tech, starting it off right. That was definitely one of my biggest ones.
As you watch these new guys come into the system, into the defensive end line, what do you tell them as you look back to last year, as far as experience, to tell them to acclimate to the system here?
I just let them know, and they know this from high school, the talent is there, and you guys know that too. I mean, they're very talented individuals. So now it's putting on the technique. I think they can make strides that really a lot of us can make, when we first came in here. So really just trying to challenge them, and get them ready for a role, to be impactful this year. A lot of great players on the D-line coming in, so really looking forward to them, just making strides in a different way than we really had to. Mine was more physical, but a lot of these guys, it's mental, just knowing the game, knowing the playbook, and they've been doing a good job so far.
With the limited practices and the small snapshot to choose from, was there any moment so far that one of these new guys has really made you just snap your head and go, wow?
They've had a lot of moments, and each of them have had one. Inside, pass rush, I mean, you name it, each of them. They've all, getting off the ball, explosive, physical. Like I said, I'm glad they're on my team because they're definitely going to make some noise this year.
You kind of volunteered, to take the red shirt that first year, last year, your first full year. Do you feel like this is kind of KJ Henry's year? Is this the year you could really kind of step up and really make a name for yourself on this defense?
Most definitely. I feel like it's just, what it's all come to. It's definitely this year, and really every year is, based off that first year and that decision. It's still one that I'm glad I made. But, it all comes back to, just growing each day. And I think, my mindset and, kind of where I'm at now from where I was at then, is definitely in a better place and will help me become a better player this year. And I think, that development will also help me become a better player.
Do you feel like you kind of asked Xavier the same thing? Do you guys kind of feel any extra heat? The fact that when you guys came in a few years ago, I think you were consensus top 10 in the nation players, and I think maybe in some people's eyes, Xavier maybe underwhelmed a little bit last year, for lack of a better term. Is there any extra pressure on you guys to really kind of step your game up to a new level?
None at all. I think, and I think X will be following me saying, it's just not something we worry about. It's all internal. It's all, a lot of people are going to make those critiques and those comments haven't ever played the game and really haven't ever played at this level. So it's one of those things Coach Sweeney says, I would take criticism from someone I wouldn't get advice from. And, I think we kind of take that to heart as far as, our game. It's all about who's in our corner, who's in our room, and, we know that's what's trying to help us make us get better. This is not an easy game, and it's not built for everybody. But at the same time, we know we're making strides in the right direction, so that's really all I can ask for.